Henry Burris TV is brought to you by Hockey Central Sports Memorabilia, Sylvan Lake, and Supreme Menswear, simply the best. Grey Cup week, you've been there before. What's it like for a player, and what's it like for a team? First of all, you know, they have practices, but really, what are you going to do? You've played them, you know what you're going to do.
It's a tough week for me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's been since 2007. I haven't been part of Grey Cup week. It's been tough.
I thought you won it in 2008.
Well, but 07 I was with the Score in Toronto.
Oh.
And but just trying to get a feel for it. And since 08, we've been actively playing in something involved with Grey Cup week. But of course, in 09 we weren't there. But
yeah,
it's a tough week, you know, to be on this side. But you know, as far as the players on their side, I mean, there's a lot of good things happening. I mean, right now you're excited. The guys are making those trips out, you know, on the Tuesday to get ready for practice starting on Wednesday to get ready for the big game. But I mean, you feel like a rock star because I mean, they're trying to, you know, do crowd control, trying to keep you away from the fans that are congregating in the hotel that you're staying in, which is usually thy team's headquarters. And they're funneling you from one place to another and trying to keep you away from all the fans, because when the fans catch up to you, they want to take pictures. They want to, you know, get you to sign autographs, hold their babies, kiss their babies. And it's a situation where you feel like a rock star because you deserve it for all the hard work you've done and being able to accomplish it. You're getting your family out, getting tickets together. And usually the teams that have been there, like the Wally Bonos leading this BC Lions and all their veterans, they usually know how to deal with it a lot better than the kids coming from Winnipeg. Yeah,
and it's just an interesting week. I've seen lots of different variations, how different teams handle it. Some put curfews on, some don't. I remember going to Edmonton the year Winnipeg won the Grey Cup. I was a young kid and went to a place called Barry Tees. And there the Tiger Cats were, and they were pounding them, and they got blown out the next night.
They got pounded the next night.
They did. So, you know, we've seen it, and I wanted to ask you something because I know we've talked about this before, but Jeff Garcia, the year that he won it, so that'd be 1998, and you're part of that squad. There was a lot of rumblings going on about players missing curfew and partying, and he kind of took the bull by the horn.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much let everybody know that we're here for one reason. I mean, and knowing Jeff, that was the one thing in his legacy that he needed was a Grey Cup. Of course, a lot of people tried to do the comparison between him and Doug Flutie, who was the best in the game. Well, for Jeff, this meant everything because we all knew kind of the rumblings in the background were that, you know, this could be his final game heading to the San Francisco 49ers, which inevitably happened. But he wanted to make sure he finished off his career in the CFL in the right manner, and you could tell that he was an inspired guy. Of course, when it came to Jeff Garcia, when it came to being out in the streets and having a good time, nobody did it better. But when it was time to make it happen, Jeff was the most focused guy, and he helped set the tone for our team for that entire week. We went to Winnipeg with a business attitude, and we were able to step out there on the field and play just that way in comparison to the next year in Vancouver.
Right, yeah, that wasn't so good,
yeah,
was it?
It wasn't so good. The week leading up and the game both looked the same.
Yeah. Talk about the year 2008. You won MVP. You guys won in Montreal. Everything just seemed to click for you that year, starting with a win in Edmonton, and it just snowballed. And that's basically what I'm seeing kind of with this BC Lions team.
Yeah, I mean, they were in the Valley. I mean, they're pretty much one loss away from Wally having an Air Canada WestJet liftoff, you know, just bringing players out, bringing new players in. And I've seen that situation happen before here when Wally coached us in 2007, 1997. Sorry, that's another decade ago. Yeah. But
it's nice you were around for that one too, Hank.
We were 0-3, just lost in Montreal, and Wally told us, it's the entire team. And I mean, these are some great players on this team, from Pitts, you know, Garcia, Alondra Johnson. He said, "We lose one more game, you guys are going to regret it." And we went on a run that year and ended up hosting the West Final. Well, I'm pretty sure some of the same things happened behind closed doors in the BC Lions with their organization there as far as with the players. And the guys responded well. I mean, their veterans really stepped up, became the leaders that they needed to be. And those guys are really on a roll right now. And, man, to be able to play a Grey Cup at home, I mean, what better situation could a team ask for to play not only the West Final at home and be dominant against Edmonton, but now, you know, welcoming a team like the Winnipeg Blue Bombers into their house. They better be ready to play.